Hi and welcome to cloudybrain.co.uk's first Braincast. As you can see, today we're having a look at the Nokia N96. Obviously this isn't out at the moment, it probably won't be released in this country till at least the 1st of October. But this is a final prototype of it, which is technically what you're likely to see in the full release. So all the design is just going to be the same. Possibly the internal software might be slightly different. At the moment, Nokia have told us the software will probably be pretty similar to the Nokia N95 8GB, which obviously is its natural predecessor. Unlike the latter, you've got 16GB of storage now with the N96. You've also got this micro SD card slot on the side, which supports high capacity cards, so you'll be able to kind of take this up to at least 24GB, and I'm sure they've started to release some of the higher capacity memory cards now, so you'll be able to go even further with storage. Actual spec wise of the N96, you've got a 2.8 inch screen which is seamlessly integrated within the casing. We'll come back to the design in a little bit. But the other features you've got, as mentioned, that 16GB of storage. You've also got quad band, GSM, you've got Edge, 3G, HSDPA. It supports the 3.6 megabits per second download speed, so some people hoping for 7.2 might be disappointed. It's got a 5 megapixel camera, which is capable of taking images at 2592 by 1944 pixels. It's also based on a Carl Zeiss optics. As you can see here, you've got dual LED camera flash and video light, recording indicator as well. You've also got autofocus, and you've also got a video stabilizer as well. So it's pretty good actually, because as most people, when they're taking kind of videos, they kind of tend to accidentally shake a little bit. So it's designed really to kind of counteract that effect. In operation, it works quite well. Obviously this is a prototype version, but we were able to use most of the functions on this device. The images as well, some of the macro shots came out really well. A couple of shots came out slightly out of focus, but that should be resolved by the time the device comes out. Going back to the spec again, you have got a front-facing camera just here. That's also a VGA camera, so you can do 640 by 480. Also, the main camera, the main video can do 30 frames per second as well, similar to the previous N95 8GB. It's also got standard radio, GPS with assisted GPS. 3.5mm headphone port is at the top here, which also doubles as a TV out. I suppose the biggest inclusion on the N96 has got to be the Dvb-H Tv Tuner. Unfortunately, in the UK we've been told that this won't actually be, the service for it won't be available to 2009/2010. So if you do buy the N96, then you're going to have to obviously wait for quite a while before the service becomes active. Obviously if you're in other countries and the service is available, then you'll be sorted. So going back to the design for a second, hopefully you'll be able to make out the basic design from this video. But you might be able to, you can probably see here actually that the edge is quite rounded. Same with the top as well. As mentioned, the 2.8 inch service is seamlessly integrated with the casing as well, as are the bottom phone buttons. We've also got this D-pad as well here. If we just turn this on for a second and go into one of the menus, as you can see, you've got the standard up and down kind of controls with the D-pad. But what you can also do is move around the D-pad using your thumb in a circular motion, and you can, as you can see, you can scroll through the options. We'll also show this a little bit better in the multimedia button. This is this button slightly to the side of the D-pad. This is a really good shortcut now. So all your kind of multimedia functions. So for example, the last video that you watched. Also you can access the live TV from this menu option. And also you can use the D-pad function to scroll through everything, so you can see the last images you took, the last music you played, the last games that you played as well. So it's pretty fast and quick function to use, and we really liked this when we were testing the product. What you might also notice is these kind of backlit buttons have appeared when we turn the phone on. Now what this is it's hard to show you actually on this on our video, but these are actually multimedia playback controls. So you've got the standard multimedia controls when you slide out the N96 as per previous versions, but now you've got added functionality on the front. Notice they kind of like the backlight's gone now. As soon as you kind of open the phone or turn on the phone or press a button, these come on, so you've now got that multimedia functionality from the front of the phone as well now. The actual keypad is also kind of like seamlessly integrated within the casing as well. There's a little bit of responsiveness to the keys, not much. Feedback is not too bad though. Text and emails, we were able to get some pretty good speed from it. As we mentioned, you've got the micro SD card slot here. At the top of the device, as well as that 3.5mm port, you've also got your on and off button, and also this really handy keypad lock switch. So you don't have to kind of like open up the keypad and do the standard locking mechanism for Nokia phones. You can now do everything from this top of this phone, which is a really handy function. To the right side, you've got your camera button here, your volume up and down, a set of really good stereo speakers. They're probably probably the loudest stereo speakers we've heard on any kind of mobile phone to date. They're really good for listening to music and obviously listening to videos. You've also got at the back of the kind of phone, you've got your camera. You've also got this little stand now. You probably heard about this or read about this on the internet. Now this little stand allows you to kind of like watch videos or listen to music by placing the device on a flat surface. Obviously we would have preferred to have kind of more flexibility with that stand, because at the moment it's only stuck in one position, but it really does add an extra touch to the device, especially if you're kind of on the move and you're on a train or something like that and you need to kind of put this on a flat surface to watch stuff. It's really good. Like we mentioned before, application wise, this is just really the same kind of standard Nokia N95 8GB software really. We're not sure if there's going to be any kind of additional software for this kind of phone, but it's going to be based on the Symbian S60 3rd edition with Feature Pack 2. Like I said, the GPS we tested as well. It's quite slow at the moment picking up our location, but it does. It should be fixed probably by the time you actually come to buy it. GPS, obviously, we've also tested it with some navigation software. No problems at all to report with that. It seemed to work really well. With the battery itself, you've got this aggressive power saving, but unfortunately we found with Wi-Fi usage or GPS or even taking pictures with the camera, it really does drain the batteries, especially with only a 950 milliamp battery. It's another one of these kind of strange kind of things that Nokia have done to produce such a powerful device and put a weedy battery in it. So hopefully this power saving feature, which technically adjusts all the kind of the backlight of the device, we hope that kind of improves for the final release. We've got all the specs on the actual our main website, www.keypad cloudybrain.co.uk. But it's shaping up at the moment to be one of the best kind of smartphones you can buy of 2008.